Hello there, I just wanted to do a quick, brief little video about this new light I've been using. What is it called? Weeylite Ninja 200. So, decent bit of instructional sheet there. Comes in like a briefcase size case. It was actually in two cases, and I consolidated it down to just this case. Because I've just rearranged all the padding inside. It's all Velcro and cushion, real thick cushion. I mean, real tough box they sent here. So anyway, being Velcro and cushion, you're able to sort of rearrange things as you like in the box. And I did so in a way that I was able to fit the large diffuser in there. Although, actually, I'd say this is a small diffuser, but for the case it's large enough that it had to be diagonal to get in, crammed in here. Alright, so here's the light itself. I have this mounted to it, but it is removable, and this is basically, you know what, we could use a bit more light right here. Hold on. There we go. So this, you can actually unscrew from the side of it. These are like standard tripod screws that go into the unit. But you don't have to have this on it. It's just there so that if you do have these larger cells, you can clip these on the side and then run the cable from that pack over into the unit. You can do such. I think these batteries are actually fairly dead. Well, just enough to turn on. They say half, but I bet if I crank higher power, it's gonna shut off. It's holding up to around 60, but yeah, these batteries are a bit low, so I'm not going to push it too far. Oops, actually, better quickly turn that off. Not supposed to run it with the safety cap here. That's just to keep fingerprint oils from getting on there. We'll throw this regular little dish on there. So that's pretty much just a little spotlight for mostly doing video work. You could use this for photography, but usually you'd use flashes over constant light. Or, I mean, in my experience, that's what I end up using, but some people do like to use these. So, these don't come off that easily. They're locked in. I'm pressing this lock button to pop those out. So it's got a little remote here. I use a little rubber band to keep it there. And I can turn it on and control all the functions of this light, which I'll go over. And not only can I control it from this remote, I can control it from my phone with the Weeylite app. So, let's go ahead to the back. I'm going to pull the battery power out and throw in the wall wart style. It's got a nice long cable that it came with. So let's throw that in, pop it on, and run through the features here. So, let's see. You can see this is controlling the power of the light. I give it a tap and it goes to the color temperature. So it goes from, let's see, 8,500 Kelvin down to, let's see, 2,800 Kelvins if you want that sunset look. Yeah, it's got a nice warm glow to it. I guess we'll pop it up to, I don't know what natural is in here. You know what, 36 looks good, I guess. 36 or 37 is usually looking good. Now if we hit mode, we can also go to this, where we can have all these scenes, where it's simulating things like lightning. You know what, the speed needs to be faster for that to look like lightning. Yeah, I guess that's alright. But normally you're just going to use it as regular old light. So for that, you can just use one of these typical dishes, hit the unlock here to release that. It came with this diffuser here as well. Keep the rubber band just to keep it tight. It doesn't have to do that. And this opens up to about like a 2-foot wide circular diffuser. You can pull this diffuser out and it's just the metallic finish on the inside for that look. But I've got actually double diffusers, one here and one deeper in. The way you open this up is just kind of pull back until it clicks. These teeth here. And after we've got all those, she'll be fully open and ready to be placed on the light. It is a bit awkward. Not totally used to it yet. But certainly it works alright. I'm not quite used to this. But it's also a lot easier if I take this off. But I'm just going to open it partly. Somewhat lazier way of doing that. Alright, so now it's off and it just clips in to our light like we did before. Actually, I'm going to put the diffuser down like this. I find it's easier to do it like this and turn the light onto it. Of course, if this was on a stand, it would be pretty easy to do that as well. Let's tilt the camera up so we can see the final assembly here. Pop it on. Get out of that weird mode. Go to full power. 3600 Kelvin. It's a nice, decently strong light. I'm just doing my hand like this so you can get a rough idea how it treats the shadows and the crevices. That's the main point of the diffusion, is to sort of softly fill those edges. And it calms down the highlights a bit. Of course, if I just, pull out this diffuser, it'll get a little more, what they call it, specular. You can see the other diffuser that's in there. So now it's gonna be a bit brighter, maybe a little higher, sharper highlights on that. But and then I can also unclip this as well and just get it more of a bare light. Yeah, that's about it. That sums it up. Good little spot. And I'd say this is good for somebody doing. I mean, you can use this in a studio a bit, but it's not terribly bright. So more like sitting at the desk sort of videos. So for the YouTubers that are sitting at the desk doing that sort of stuff, I think they would get the most out of it performance-wise. But I don't see why you couldn't also just use this in a photo studio full-on. I've also liked this company's other products. This isn't the first time I've used their stuff. I like this one called the Sprite 20. And it's this big old LED panel, which does all sorts of colors and patterns. That's quite fun. Very lightweight too. But yeah, this little Ninja 200 is pretty good and solid for just your basic spotlight needs. I did add a bit of foam and tape to this one corner because the arm would swing up into it and it would nick it. So I cushioned that bit. So that's a sort of a swivel head for it. So that's the only kind of fault, if you even call it a fault, because most of the time you're not going to have it like this unless it's the way you put it in the case. Yeah, it's pretty decent, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. And that's it then.